So, David, have you written down the details of this joke?
What? What? What joke?
Oh, for No, have to edit.
Yeah. It was
Something to do.
edit it at some point. What?
Alright, can I begin?
Yeah, probably.
It's episode.
I mean, I have to edit it
Yeah.
anyway, so...
It's episode 10, isn't it?
Yep, because that one says 9.
Yeah, cool. Hello and welcome to episode 10 of the Pomcast. We're now in double digits, and if you've been with us from the start, sorry.
I'm not.
No, of course he's not. He's David, I'm Jared, you know the drill. Maybe. And we're back for another week of fun-filled...
Sorry, I put this drill away.
Yeah. Another fun-filled half an hour of talking about things that either annoy us or have made us laugh, maybe. One thing that's annoyed me this week is public
Hats.
transport
Oh, I was
in
close.
two different ways.
Hats is pretty... Do you wear hats?
Not usually, not unless I have to.
I wear hats and they don't fit.
I'm not sure where you got hats from, to be honest.
I don't have any hats.
Yeah.
So the ones that I don't have don't fit because they don't exist.
Great.
Yeah.
The conversation was going somewhere, and you've just stopped it like Tony Abbott at a press conference.
I stopped it like a train. Ooh, back to public transport. How did... Shit.
Well, part of it is about trains, and so we're currently looking at getting across to the continent. Getting from the wonderful British Isles to mainland Europe.
Ooh,
And
Europe.
being in Liverpool, it is slightly difficult, unless you're flying, to get back to Europe. There's no direct line, unless you are flying.
I love it when people don't understand that Europe and the European Union are different things.
Yeah,
it's
I
like
know.
the UK's leaving Europe. It's like no.
No.
They're leaving the European
Union.
Union. They're not leaving Europe. Europe's a continent. You can't leave it unless you wait a long time for your
Little rock
landmass to float away.
No, they're not leaving. They're not leaving Europe. They're leaving the European Union. Very different thing.
Yes.
But anyway, we still have to get to Europe at some point because that's what we said we'll do.
Already in Europe,
Yes,
mate.
well, European mainland.
Central Europe,
So
quite almost. We'll get there.
kind of. And to do that, you can either, as I said, catch a plane or you can catch a train from London, and that goes to one of three locations: Lille in France.
So what?
Is it Lille in? No.
Jeez, get your facts.
No, it's
right.
Calais. It's Calais, Paris, which are both in France, or Brussels in Belgium.
Paris is in France.
And anyway, the Eurostar leaves London, and I've been looking into it, and I'm wanting to get tickets to go from London to Brussels, and Brussels, to get there, being under 25 for us, costs £43 a ticket, just one way. So £43 takes you from London under the Channel in a really lovely tunnel to Brussels for 43 quid. And it's about a 2.5 hour journey. Now, I've done the Eurostar. I've been on the Eurostar before going to Paris. It's a really, really easy train ride. You don't even really notice going under the tunnel. It's like just a blip. But it's not that expensive. But to get from Liverpool to London, you have a number of options. You could drive, if you had a car. Obviously, you could catch a bus, a coach, or a train, or you could fly. Now, going along the train theme, it's one of the quickest and most efficient ways of getting around the UK. However, it's owned by private companies. Now, to get from Liverpool to London on a private train network, you have to go with Virgin Trains. Now,
So expensive.
yeah, it costs about £160 to get from Liverpool to London on a Virgin train, non-stop. Now that's almost 4 times as much as what it costs to go under the Channel to a completely different country in the same amount of time.
Under the sea.
Under the sea. How does that even make sense? 160 quid to cover
Monopoly!
not even half the country. It's not even a monopoly. These
what
are
other train you going to catch? Monopoly!
yeah, well, on that particular service, yes, but that's because the UK government tenders out the rail line to a provider. In this case, Virgin. In other cases, it could be TransPennine. It could be Greater Western Rail or whatever it is, and things like that. And they still, all of them, charge huge amounts of money.
Huge.
And we're just going to catch a bus because it's £4 with a megabus. It may take 7 hours, but it's £4. I'm not paying 160 on a train. Screw that.
£4 for a bus.
Mm.
They're lovely. How long does a train take? Like 2 hours?
2.5 hours.
Yeah. Gross.
So it's, I don't know. And everybody's like, oh, just take the train, it's nicer. It's like, yeah, but it costs a crap load more. I don't mind sitting on a coach. Anyway, the coaches are mostly empty because no one takes them. The one we caught here was hardly full.
I'm pretty sure we left someone halfway.
Yeah. That's bad luck for them, isn't it?
Yeah, because they just didn't come back after like 10 minutes or however long.
That's what happens if you don't get back on the bus.
Wasted £4.
Yep. No, I was...
Would you halve it and be like £2?
Because he got halfway there. Because he got outside of to a service station in Birmingham. That's where we were. We were just outside Birmingham on a motorway.
Lovely.
Speaking of buses, though, as much as I'd prefer to pay very little amount of money to get across the country on a bus, the town ones. Oh my god, why is a public bus, which I have now dubbed the public peasantry wagons, why are they never on time? They always... And the prime example of this is the one that I catch from work of a night when I finish at 8:30. I have to... The next bus that comes back to the house leaves the Strand bus station, and it's its first stop on the route. It leaves at 8:45. 8:45. And I'm there, and I'm waiting for it. And every bloody time, it is between 4 and 6 minutes late. And it's the first stop! All it has to do is come and pick everybody up and start the route. And it's always late. How is it? On its first stop, it's always late. And the guy just, every time he pulls up, it's one of the same 4 bus drivers that I've had since I started work. And they always look smug.
Bus drivers.
Yeah, but they're late. They're not doing their job. It drives me mental.
That drives you home.
No.
Buses. Yeah, it's annoying.
Just always late. And it doesn't matter what company is driving them.
That's why I avoid trams and buses when trying to travel. It's like, I'll take a detour and catch some trains because I know they'll be on time, usually.
Well, I'll try to be.
Because if they're not, people die.
I thought that was ambulances.
Oh.
Oh, imagine a train ambulance. That would be cool. Imagine having the other trains pull over, having to derail themselves.
A tram ambulance.
A trambulance. Wee. Scooting up past.
Speaking of wheels, memes. Funny.
Memes?
Yeah, it's like, oh no, my DS is broken. Call the ambulance. Wee-oo.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah, it is bad.
Who would ever ask for help from a Wii U? Thing can't even power itself. Who would ask for help from Nintendo?
Yeah, you're not going to get help.
No, not unless they're rebooting one of their already rebooted many, many times franchises. Nuff.
Yep.
Stop stroking your beard.
Oh, no.
But when you eventually do see a picture of David...
Just don't look at it.
Just don't. But you will notice that he has turned into a combination of his brother and father. It's just in the facial hair region,
exclusively on the chin.
Yeah, it's rather dramatic.
Is it?
Yes, and the fact that you can curl your mustache, you're beginning to curl your mustache is...
Well, I don't want it in my mouth, do I? So I gotta push it to the side.
Yeah, and, you look like a Russian oligarch, and it's a bit funny.
Yeah, that's the...
Are you going to lead the...
That's the aesthetic I'm going for.
Are you going to lead the resistance army against the communists?
No, I'm the communist.
No. We need to flatten out that mustache then.
No.
Can't have none of those twirls.
What? No, the twirls are for everyone.
They're not
I'm
for
gonna grow them, and then shave off my beard and distribute it among all the peasants. But are there peasants? Because it's communism. Everyone's a peasant?
Oh, everyone's equal.
A peasant.
No, because you're supposed to share the wealth.
Yeah, but if you don't have any, would everyone be a peasant then?
Yeah, but if you were peasantry only came about through class systems, so you couldn't call them a peasant. You just have to call them people, because in communism there is no class structure.
No, I'll call them plebs.
I think you may be missing the point of those two wondrous Germans that wrote that book and have caused many wars since.
Oh, okay.
History, it's a funny thing. It's a very funny thing. Particularly the last 150 years. We've really fucked it up.
Yeah.
We've done such a piss poor job of society.
Yeah.
Good work, us.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, David, what else have you done this week?
I went to the supermarket.
Yeah, how did that go?
It was alright. I went and bought some... I think I bought some for my...
The mouse thing?
Yeah, for my mouse.
I'm surprised you haven't needed them sooner, to be honest.
No, this thing's got good battery life. Because it's... I don't know. And then I was walking back, you know, that little alleyway thing between here and Asda?
Yes.
I walked... It's like a little S-bend alleyway, and I walked into it, and there was a postman there, just having a piss.
Oh!
On the wall.
Oh.
He didn't see me. He was actually looking the other way, and he's just finishing. So he looked the other way as I've come round the corner, zipped up, and kept walking, and I was like...
Oh,
gross.
that's horrible. Yeah, that's...
I was like, okay, do you not have toilets or a self-respect? Or just respect in general?
Yeah, because okay. That answers a question as to why that area always seems to smell.
Yeah, it smells real bad.
Yeah,
A mixture of... Never mind.
There are some... We do live in a particularly...
Liverpool.
Well, it's not Liverpool.
Yeah, it is.
It's just this suburb of this area is not fantastic. Illustrated on... Was it Thursday or Friday? No, it was Friday.
Catfish.
Friday was bad. There was a broad daylight shooting within our suburb at 4 p.m, so that was fun. I walked past from the bus stop and saw all of the police and got very confused.
Not terrorists.
Not terrorists.
No, just targeted.
A targeted shooting.
Yeah, so we're safe. It's fine.
Nothing to worry about. But it does happen. It happens. They've televised an event that happened a few years ago. I don't know whether you paid attention to the ads that have been on television for this show called Little Boy Blue.
Never heard of it.
No. Well, it was... I don't even know how many years ago it was, but...
7?
This kid was accidentally shot on his way home from watching a football game, I think.
By who?
Well, I think that's what... Somebody was jailed for it, and it turns out that there were two rival gangs that had guns, and this child, I think he was 11 or 12, was shot and killed, and that's something that's... This gun crime thing is something that is prevalent throughout the north of the country. Manchester and Liverpool do seem to have a little bit of a problem with it.
Guns.
And the area was not far from here. It was Toxteth where it happened, which is further towards the river from us. It's not the most... I suppose... It's one of these cities that seems to be quite polarised in terms of where the money is and where the money isn't. Particularly, this area is very much where the money isn't.
It's cheap. Well,
yeah, and as soon as you head towards... Well, as soon as... Actually, if you head like a little bit more east from here, it becomes better. Or if you head across the river to the Wirral. The Wirral's the closest area that you'll get to Tory voting in Liverpool.
Great.
Because this area, just all they do is vote Labour. They do nothing else when it comes to election time. They just put a 1 in the Labour box or put a tick or whatever they do. And they carry on with their lives. They don't think about it. They just vote Labour.
Huh.
Same thing happens in Manchester. Boop. Stop tapping the tape.
Oh, I'm sorry, table.
Yeah, you apologise to the coffee table.
You are a friend. Too bad.
Oh.
So not sentient.
But anyway, enough about depressing stories about hitting tables and the city in which we live in. It's actually not that bad. It's actually... It's
There's
not.
shootings like 2 blocks away. It's not that bad. It's fine. I mean... yeah.
It's fine.
It's not America. It's
No.
fine.
No. Yeah. It's fine, Aaron. Doesn't matter. Don't know why we brought it up, to be honest. Something to talk about.
Brought it out my ankle.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine.
So I've been to... Actually, I'm going to another band event. Last Sunday, I was in Manchester for the day and went to a tenor horn spotlight day, and that was very, very good. Lots of information that I could take away and work with into my playing and how I approach music in general. And now I'm going in a couple of weeks to Leeds to watch the Black Dyke Mills Band, which is one of the more famous bands from England, perform a concert. Should be very, very nice. Very good.
Lovely.
And my baritone playing idol plays in Black Dyke. So I've met Jonathan Bates, who is a tenor horn player, absolutely fantastic tenor horn player.
Jonathan Bates.
And we'll get to witness Katrina Marzella in action playing the baritone.
Marzella.
Yeah. And I'm very happy. I've got some nice brass bending memories to take back to Australia with me, which will be good.
Take back.
Yeah.
Can't have them. They belong to other people. You can't take the brass band. You can't.
I'm not taking that brass band.
Oh, why not?
You just told me I can't.
Yeah, but...
You really need to sort out where your conversation's heading before you open your trap.
Yeah, alright. I like concerts.
No. You said a number of weeks ago that you weren't a big fan of live music.
Yeah, I don't.
Because it's too loud.
That's a lie.
I was about to say.
Unless
It's rap. Well, you keep telling me to listen to rap music.
Yeah, it's because you don't like it.
Tune in next week for my review of another album that David suggested that's going to take time out of my life and give me a headache.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
No, I wanted to go see The Legend of Zelda Symphony of the Goddess, which have been touring around the world for a few years, and I haven't had a chance yet. And then I was like, oh, they're in Australia in August, which is when I won't be there. And then they're in the UK in November, which is when I probably won't be there.
Yeah.
And
I swear this happened last time, though. Last time they went on a world tour, we weren't in Melbourne when they were going to be there.
Probably not.
Either you were in Bali or we'd already planned to be somewhere else. Or it was when we were going to Lakes Entrance and they were performing in Hamar. And I can remember you being shitty about it last time.
Yeah, it's because I keep missing out of it. I want to hear the strings, man.
Yes, the
Strings, man. He has so many violins on his arms.
Because that's not... It's not the same group that have done the soundtrack that just came out.
No, this is an official...
Is this an official Nintendo Orchestra?
Yeah.
Oh, that makes more sense.
Yeah, so... Because the other one was just third-party people just doing...
Oh, okay.
Whatever they want. They were just like, here's our arrangement, we're going to do a big orchestral studio recording, give us lots of money, please. And they did.
Yeah.
And they made it.
It's because the music's excellent.
Yeah. But this is officially endorsed by Nintendo. Well, not endorsed, but by Nintendo.
They fund it.
Yeah, that'll do.
Yeah.
Sure, great.
Japan's one of those interesting countries that actually seem to fund their music and the culture that comes along, that ebbs and flows from what they create. So in terms of Nintendo, they've funded an orchestra, and they've done it many times before. You don't see other companies doing that for their intellectual property.
It's because they don't make good music. Well, some of them do, but some of them also don't have the budget to tour an orchestra around the world, or the audience to, I suppose, get anything out of it.
True. Although, well, the Halo soundtracks.
Yeah, but that's Microsoft. You really expect Microsoft to do something useful?
No, I know. But in terms of the music that they create, that's quite good. But it's the fact that Nintendo's actually put in the effort to have these orchestral arrangements done of what did begin out as MIDI music.
Yeah.
To then create these lovely textured sounds and adding so much depth to a song that, in a MIDI format doesn't have that. You'd only have so many sounds going on at once.
Yeah.
So it's very interesting that they would do that. Something that I think gets missed out by a lot in the film and gaming industry. It's something that could be done a lot more of.
Yeah. Well, film soundtracks, unless it's like a musical, they don't have like a heap of material.
No, not usually.
Because, but a game, you're in that game for many, many, many hours, so you can just fill that shit with heaps of music forever, all the time, music everywhere, and you listen to it.
Well, I suppose in some ways, some films do fill out more with music, but it's stuff that you don't actually notice is there until you're looking for it.
It's kind of in the background, unless you're Star Wars or Harry Potter.
Yeah. Well, The Hitchhiker's Guide, The Hitchhiker's Guide soundtrack for the movie that came out in the early 2000s has some beautiful and absolutely stunning music in it. To what's actually underpinning the story. I loved that soundtrack.
Why don't you marry it then?
Oh.
Can you do that?
No.
Oh, okay.
Then you get all the old Disney. Like, Disney could just fund an orchestra. They could do a worldwide tour playing songs from... They could do separate ones, playing them from their cartoons, from their live actions. There would be so many people that would rock up to see that.
Yeah. I think they'd rather do just stage shows.
Yeah.
They do seem to do a lot of that.
Mm.
Which has the music, but they should do a stage show with a live orchestra to suit.
Yeah. I don't know. I like to see live orchestras.
Well,
usually I'm playing in them.
Respectful.
Yes. Usually I'm playing in them. That's the sad thing. But I don't usually get to see them.
I'd like an orchestra because you get a seat.
Yeah.
And everyone isn't screaming because that's fucking rude. Just shut the fuck up. Trying to listen to these very, very, very soft harp.
You should have been at the Passenger concert then that I went to with Shani and Braden and Amy Longmire.
Was it respectful?
It was.
What?
It was in the Anthenium and everybody was sat down. And
who's Passenger again?
He's that guy with the guitar from the UK.
Jesus Christ.
So many of them.
Ed Sheeran?
No.
I know who that is.
He
looks funny.
He sort of does similar music to Ed Sheeran, but
Ed Sheeran do like rap now?
He's always done rap.
I don't know.
I haven't listened to. It's those songs in the album that I actually skip over. I know which ones are coming, and I go, so nope, I'm not listening to that.
All I've heard is people go, "Why is he rapping?" I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, no. Passenger does all of the more folky guitar only stuff. He doesn't rap.
Okay.
But we're all in that concert, and we're all sitting down and just listening along. And he was talking to the audience, and then he sort of kept saying, he's just like, "You guys are really quiet. And I think everybody just sort of nervously giggled. And he was like, you can stand up and you can enjoy yourselves. And everybody just sort of went, nah. And we were right sitting down, just
Legs
listening.
hurt, just having a relax.
It's one of those interesting things that happens at concerts, though. Or you could be at the really awkward... When I went to Monuzzle a couple of weeks ago, there was that awkward sort of... They came out, they did their encore, which was fantastic. And then the applause sort of kept going, but nobody was quite prepared to give them a standing ovation, apart from maybe 3 or 4 people. So they stood up, everybody's still clapping, and you could feel you could see them on stage sort of looking up and going, do we wait? Or are there just 4 crackpots standing up? And then everybody sort of started to stand up afterwards. And that was fine then, but there was that awkward, maybe 30 seconds of them going, do we just leave?
No, people have used their legs. Shit.
Yeah.
I've got to wait for all those people to go. That's the noise of standing.
Yeah, David actually stood up then. It's the most I've seen him move in the last 6 weeks.
Yes. Yeah, I move occasionally. I went for a walk the other day.
Yeah. You want to tell the people about that?
Not really.
Oh. Well, we'll move on then.
Yeah, maybe some other time.
Yeah.
Personal. It's not really. Well, no, it actually is. But it's not like...
What?
I don't know. Just you were moving on, and I was slowly drifting off into the distance.
Sounded like you were slowly stroking the previous conversation, going, I don't want to leave you, but I don't want to talk to you. Or it's like a really shit relationship that you had going on there with
the previous topic.
With the previous topic.
Oh, no.
Very unhealthy relationship. David, just move on. Just move on.
I only love you when you're gone. Not you.
No.
You get, but please continue. It's still dragging on.
Yeah, I know. Olivia, have you got a story for this week? I did my wonders of getting lost last week.
No, I haven't got any. Well, the only story part was just the postman urinating on a brick wall.
No.
That's not particularly interesting.
No, and it's very short.
Gross. I mean, I could... No, I don't. I'm not gonna... No.
Huh, okay. So I don't have a lot of other stories as such, like that have...
Worth,
yeah, or a big climactic ending. Alright, you child.
Welcome to Planet Bears.
I am Lawrence Graybar.
Side note, if you haven't watched We Bear Bears, that's We, B-A-R-E, space, B-E-A-R-S, We Bear Bears, do it. Because it's a good show.
And if you can't spell, it's we as in a collective that you are in. So we, bear as in a bare bum, a bear.
Wait, a bear bum or a bear bum?
A bare buttock that's uncovered. And then a bear, a grizzly bear, and a polar bear, and a panda bear, which are in the show, and it's very funny.
And annoyingly, there is a koala, but it's not a bear.
No, they are not bears.
And he's terrible. I hate the koalas.
No, I can't remember the koala.
His name is Nom Nom, and he's a piece of shit. Fucking Nom Nom. Bastard.
Yeah, we have a very strange viewing schedule of shows, don't we?
No,
we watch We Bear Bears and Steven Universe.
Stefan!
And Adventure Time.
Yep.
Which I really need to go back and rewatch because I can't remember much.
Have you watched Gravity Falls yet?
I'm slowly getting through it. I'm now up to episode 3.
That is slow.
It is slow.
Well,
yes.
the episodes are 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So
Gravity Falls, that's quite good.
There's like 42 of them.
Yeah. Oh, God. There's so much to get through.
Yeah, across 2 seasons. And everyone's like, make a 3rd season! And he's like, what, the story's done. Are you not... that was good. And they're like, yes, it was very good. That's why we want more. And it's like,
It's a matter of coming up with more of it, that's the thing.
Yeah. I mean, there's already so much of it.
Yeah.
Only
If you add more,
have
it
to go
ruins it.
another direction.
Yeah. And that can either be good or bad.
Yeah. But the guy who created it, Alex Hirsch, is really good friends with Justin Roiland. Creator of Rick and Morty. Because Justin Roiland's in Gravity Falls.
Yes.
As a guy. He's a time traveler, of course, and his name is Blyndon Blandon.
Oh, for God's sake.
You'll find out about him later. It's quite
Yeah,
funny.
I'm sure I will. We do have a rather eclectic little...
My time knee!
Don't ruin the lines for me.
Okay.
Jeez. Rude.
Pigs.
Yep, bacon.
Mabel.
Ham.
Yeah.
And what's it? Dipper. Dipper's the other one in Gravity Falls.
Yes.
Mabel and Dipper. Dipper is not a name.
Well, it's not his actual name.
What is his actual name?
I either can't remember or we never actually found out. Well, I think maybe we did find out. I think it was hidden somewhere. There's a whole...
In My Bucket?
No.
That's a really old song. Go on.
There's an entirely secret code hidden throughout the show that you can decipher, which is pretty insane. They hid secret messages.
Does it mean anything?
I don't know. I haven't actually looked what it meant.
Huh.
But I think it just tells you something. I can't remember what it is. Or I didn't bother finding out. All I did is I watched the making of, and the guy was just like, yeah, we put secret messages everywhere, and people still found them. We thought we were being clever, but no, the internet just finds a way.
That's because people are either unemployed or spend all of their time when they're not at work watching these shows. They don't do anything else.
Decipher the secrets.
Yep, that's what people do. No. Nothing is ever secret. Forever. Boop. Someone will always know.
Oh. Okay.
So what's the plan for this week, David? What are you gonna spend the week doing to talk to the lovely people about next Sunday?
I got nothing.
Oh. I got my tenor horn back on Tuesday, so probably won't talk to them about that.
You just play it very loudly, directly into the microphone.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Nobody's ever done that on YouTube before. Poorly recorded practice.
Hey, this microphone's good.
I know. Maybe. Not if I smash it with a plate.
No!
Nah, can't be bothered doing that.
I've got a plate just there if you want.
Yeah, I'm all good.
Okay.
Alright, well.
I'm gonna go and eat some curry. What are you gonna eat?
I don't know, I'm going out for dinner.
Oh. On a date?
No.
Oh.
What do you think? No, go away.
On your date?
It's not a date.
Oh.
I'm going on a date.
Well,
Why
can
would
I
I
come
go
then?
on a date? No. Well, you can if you want.
I don't want to go. I've got curry. Just said that. But yeah, maybe next time. Yeah.
Alright.
Where are you going?
Bye.
What? Where are you going?
What, are you going to edit this bit out as well?
I don't know. Maybe. I might just leave it in at the end.
Don't.
I'm not gonna... Why?
It's 'cause.